You are asking yourself whether there's a difference between mental hunger and emotional hunger. And if so, how do you realize that there's a difference? Do you want to avoid emotional hunger? And yeah, what the heck is that? So in this video, I'll try to explain how I think we can distinguish between emotional hunger and mental hunger and how to deal with these kind of hunger types. Hi, my name is Maddie. I'm a biologist. I'm an author, and I started this YouTube channel in order to document my journey out of an eating disorder into a happy, healthy life without any food rules and without exercise obsession. So today's topic is something I think, from what I've realized, is something that people in the eating disorder community and the recovery community try to avoid to tackle, because I think it's kind of complicated to explain. And I try. That's how I think it works. So when I went all in, I read a lot about mental hunger, physical hunger, and also sometimes I heard about emotional hunger. And when I went all in, I experienced a lot of mental hunger, which meant I was thinking about food nonstop all the time. And coming from an eating disorder, coming from a restriction in calories in such a severe way, I was just hungry, but I had no energy anymore to really have physical hunger cues, I guess. That's why a lot of things happened in my mind. It was mental hunger. I was thinking about food all the time. So I went all in and I gave in to all these mental hunger cues. Everything I had in mind, I was eating. And it was so strong that it was clear for me, I have to eat this. I have to. There is no other way for me. And mental hunger really made sense to me in order for my body to give me signals, it kept me up during the night and really showing me all the different things I was craving. I was hungry. So I went up and I ate. And after a couple months, the mental hunger went away and I started feeling more the physical hunger, which the physical hunger is, I guess, everyone who never dieted still has, like having like a stomach growling where you feel physically hungry. And I heard, I don't know if that's true, it makes sense for me, but like the physical hunger is something that also takes energy. Your stomach's muscles have to, like the linen within the stomach is kind of empty, it's crawling, it's like, and all these physical signs of hunger, they take energy. And so eventually when you're not attending to these needs and you don't have enough energy in your body kind of switches to the mental hunger, where it sends just like, that image of a food where you just think about it, which is supposed to be less, it doesn't take that much energy than the physical hunger. Again, I don't know if this really is true, if that is really something you can research. It doesn't matter at the end. I think it's one explanation, which made sense for me. But I definitely saw that there was a shift in the hunger cues, and I went from mental hunger to more physical hunger. And now only physical hunger is present within me. So when I'm hungry, I can feel in my stomach, it feels empty. When it's getting, when I'm more hungry, like I can really feel, but usually I don't let it come that far. So it is a very clear signal for me when I'm hungry. And other than physical hunger, I don't experience any other hunger cues. And I remember back then I asked myself that, because I heard about emotional hunger. What is it? What is emotional hunger? If you go through, you probably came across the diet culture that they talk at, when people eat, they're not hungry, but they're sad or they're depressed. That's why they go to the fridge and they want something to eat. They want something sweet to make their mood better and all that. So I do think that this is something that is really out there, that this is something that our body does. Like, I never experienced emotional hunger when I went all in. I'd only had mental hunger, which meant for me clearly that my body just wanted to have all the calories. I just wanted to have it all in. But I do remember when I was a kid, I ate a lot out of boredom. I ate a lot when I was sad. It helped me to feel less lonely. But at the same time, I was not really overweight. So I never felt that this is something I have to fix, right? And so I really think you have to distinguish when you go all in and you are thinking, oh, I shouldn't eat that because maybe this is emotional hunger and now I'm eating my chocolate in front of the TV because I'm sad. it is nothing you have to be concerned about at that point. If you still have mental hunger, keep eating as much as you want. Keep eating whenever you want. You think about stuff. Keep eating, keep eating, keep eating. And then you see after a while the mental hunger will disappear and you will have physical hunger. I think if there is something like an emotional hunger, it might appear more in this stage, right? Because the mental hunger seems to override everything. If you've been really restricting yourself for such a long time and then your body gets the permission to eat everything that you want, it's just shoving it all in, it's just happy to have all this stuff. And the mental hunger is your clear signal of getting it all in, eating, eating, eating. And once you replenished it, once your body is fueled up, it's healing, this mental hunger will go down, the physical hunger will become more present, and you have clear signals of when to eat, what to eat. So what I think is actually emotional hunger. When at a certain point in your recovery, you feel like, okay, I put on a lot of weight now, and this weight is not coming off. It's probably because you are keeping yourself in that state. You are thinking that you have to be at that weight forever, that maybe recovery is not working for you. Maybe, you are afraid of this weight never will go down. And although your body might be ready to release that overshoot weight, you somehow blocking it, you somehow preventing this weight to go down. Maybe, you still have unsolved traumas within you. There is a deep down fear that you're not conscious about that is preventing you from losing all the weight. And you might have heard me talking about this a couple times, also in the interview with Jessie, that there are a couple reasons why your body doesn't want to let go of weight, why you're really holding on unconsciously to a certain weight in your body, to a certain amount of fat around your body. Whether it's something where you feel unconsciously you have to protect yourself from something, or you are afraid of when you lose weight that you are more attractive to your environment, or that you're more seen by others. Whatever it is, this fear will unconsciously lead you to maybe eat more than you would actually need. And I think this is maybe a so-called emotional eating. When there is emotion present within you that is actually keeping you away from having the body you always wanted, that there is something preventing you from becoming the best version of yourself. And usually it's a fear, a fear deep down somewhere within you, a fear of really reaching your highest potential. Whether it is you might think like, if I'm living, my perfect life, then I would outshine my mother. Like, there's something that is actually something that is my life present. So then maybe this is kind of emotional eating, because you eat out of an emotion, out of fear that you are eating more than your body actually wants to. You might eat more than your body needs in order to be at a certain weight he wants to be. But yet, because there is some belief that you have that you are unconsciously afraid of losing weight, that unconsciously you're eating more, and you have maybe more often the hunger cues from your body sends you to eating some chocolate, or whatever that takes in some more calories as you would actually need in order to maintain like a lower body weight. And so for me, everything, like every impulse you get from your body to eat something is a valuable impulse. I don't actually care, whether it's emotional hunger or it's physical hunger or mental hunger. If you feel or think about food, then this is obviously a signal from your body to go and get the specific food. And so if you're asking yourself, is that really something I need? Then sit down and ask your body, why are you wanting this chocolate right now? Is it because there is something right within me that is sad, that wants to keep me at a higher weight, because a higher weight for me means more protection, means more security, means I feel more safe? And then you will see your body will respond to you. It will say, maybe, I don't actually need more chocolate. I just need you to discover what is it that deep down that prevents you from becoming your full version, becoming the best version of yourself? What is preventing you from having the body that you feel so comfortable in, that you feel so happy and healthy in? What is it that, really keeps you away from all the cool stuff in your life, everything that you deserve to, really be your best version? And I think this is basically what it is about. It's not so much about whether it's emotional or physical or mental hunger. It is, once everything is aligned, once you give yourself and your body the permission to become the best version of it, once you get through all the blockages, once you discover if there are fears deep down that keeps you away from your optimal weight, once all this is out of the window, there is no second guessing anymore about your hunger cues. You exactly know you exactly know what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat. You don't need to think about it, not at all. Like, I would have never thought that this is possible. But for me, I know I am hungry. I know, okay, this is what I want to eat. Like, this is how much I eat. I feel full after. I can leave it alone and then move on with my day. And this is how it's supposed to be. And this is such a big gift. I am so grateful for every meal because I know how it used to be with me, how obsessed I was with making the right food decision, how much food and all the exercise and just thinking about it all the time. You don't need all of this. Once you figure out that what your body wants to tell you with the signals, what is preventing you from becoming the best version of yourself. Once you figure that out, the rest is a piece of cake. So that is really just the hardest part in the whole journey. Understanding why you are where you are, why your body looks the way it is, it's looking. And if you're not happy with it because you feel like you have too much weight or you have too less weight, then figure out why your body wants to keep, or why your body is in that very state, or why your body wants to keep you at a higher weight or at a lower weight. For me back then, before I went all in, I was so afraid of gaining weight, because for me, gaining weight unconsciously, which I later discovered, meant that I became more feminine, and more feminine was for me danger, because again, most of you who know me and know my story know that there has been an abuse in my childhood, my later teens, that just really deeply imprinted in my whole body, in my whole system, telling me that it is dangerous. It is absolutely dangerous for me to become a woman, to look more like a woman, woman, to become attractive and, having curves and all that, because then I will get the attraction of men. And this is dangerous. This is like a horrible thing for me. That's why my body wanted to do everything in order to protect me from this horrible experience that could have happened again to me. So once I discovered this, and once I went through the original pain and the original drama and healed all of it, also telling my body that, I'm an adult now, and whatever happened to me in the past was horrible, but right now, right here, I can defend myself. I took also some self-defense classes, like whatever it needs for your body to feel safe, you got to give it to him. And then you will see it will shift. Like for me, immediately, once I uncovered all that, once I went through the pain, once I really was taking care of my inner child and all these wounds that came from this abuse, I almost within the same week decided going all in, because that blockage for me to put on weight was gone. I was not afraid anymore. I knew that this is what I had to do. And so I allowed my body to really to let go and do whatever it's necessary for me to heal and to get into or to become the body, not to become, to get the body that is optimal and ideal for me. It's the best version of myself. So allow yourself to become the best version of yourself. Really discover all the blockages that your body have, and your hunger cues, they will lead you the way. You will see, like maybe sometimes you feel like, I'm actually not really hungry anymore, but I'm thinking about this food and thinking about that food. Is it because actually my body wants to, keep me at a higher weight because, I feel that heavy? So really, it has so much to do with your mindset. If you feel too heavy, if you feel you have too much weight on, and start feeling the way you want to feel. Start feeling how you want to experience your day. Like, how do you want to eat? You want to have clarity in your eating. You don't want to second guess into yourself. Then start with this right now. Stop guessing, stop controlling, stop thinking about it, just eating. And whatever you can decide, like, I definitely know when I'm hungry, I know when to stop. You can start with this right now. You can make this a decision that this is your truth from this day on. You definitely know when you're hungry and when you have to stop eating, and there's no second guessing. There is no mental, physical, emotional hunger. There's only hunger, and this hunger will lead you the way to your optimum body. This is, I think, my essence from that whole discussion about emotional hunger, emotional eating. I would say that this also applies to people who have not had an eating disorder and who are on a higher weight, and they might, have some traumas unresolved, and they keep telling themselves the same story over and over, or they can't lose weight because of this. They feel heavy, they feel unattractive, and because of that, they create this life every day on the same over and over and over again, and they keep themselves in that state, and that's why they eat the way they eat. So in order to change that, they have to first change the way they feel about themselves. Be more loving and really feeling how you want to feel in your body, like happy, healthy, and no second guessing about your hunger cues. And then I can almost guarantee you that they will see shifts in the way they eat. I experienced that a couple times really during my all-in journey recently, a couple months ago, where I felt I was actually on a higher weight than my body wanted to be. And so I discovered, and I dig deeper, and there are a couple of videos about that, how I discovered that, I was afraid of stepping out of the shadow of my mother, being more beautiful than her, or really living my fullest beauty. And there was also, another story about the abuse. So still things I was not aware of that was keeping me away from really becoming the best version of myself. And once I discovered that, I felt shifts and changes in the way I was living my life and having my day. I made different food choices, not because I thought I have to in order to lose weight. Naturally, my body was less appealed by sweet things. I ate more meat. I'm still eating a lot of more meat than back then. I feel very satiated just by the whole meat thing. It's crazy for me. It's crazy for me. Incredible. And just from that, seeing that I made a decision. Now I am becoming the best version of myself. I will have my dream body. And I really digged to see, and I saw, where are the obstacles? What is it that is preventing me from this? Because I deserve it. I deserve to have the best body. I deserve to have my most beautiful and attractive body. Everyone deserves that. And it is there. It is there. You just need to figure out why it hasn't appeared yet in the physical reality. Focus on it. Focus on the feeling you want to have. Focus on the easygoing with your food, with your hunger cues. Everything is easygoing, and it will come. So I hope that this kind of made a little bit more sense and tangled a little bit. As I said, I think there are such things as emotional hunger cues, but at the end, it doesn't matter what kind of cues they are, what kind of signals there are. It's all about that your body gives you the signal of food, of taking in food in order to nourish you. And if you constantly feel heavy, if you constantly, think you are too heavy, you have too much weight, then just because of that thought alone, you're creating your body. The body reacts to it, and accordingly, it will send you the signals to maybe take in even more food than you would actually need. More food that you would actually need in order to maintain your ideal weight. So it all starts here. It all starts up here in your mind. Start right there. Decide that you will, from this moment on, be so relaxed with your food. You will definitely know what your body needs. You are having your optimum weight. You are having the most healthiest body that you can have. You are absolutely healthy. You're absolutely happy in your body. And then keep that mind, keep that, live this every second, every day. You will see shifts in your physical reality. You will see how your body's changing. You might even see, you know, that you have different food cravings or just food preferences, that you might eat less or you want to exercise a bit more. So your body will, like, you know, if you think you're right here, but your physical reality is back here. So this is your weight right now. This is where you want to be. And you are thinking this all the time. Eventually it will come down in order to meet this, you know, the physical reality will meet your thoughts. So, and I've experienced it over and over and over again. That's why the whole topic about emotional eating versus hunger eating, versus mental hunger versus physical hunger, I think is something we don't need. Is just making it way too complicated, way too, well, you will second guessing like, I don't know, crazy. Just don't do it. It's not necessary. It doesn't matter what kind of hunger you are. If you're going all in, really attending to your needs, eat what you have to eat as much you want, eat whatever your body is craving for, but then also focus on nourishing your body and finding the walls, finding really the dramas within you that keeps you away from having your most ideal body, the body where you feel so comfortable and happy in. This is your main goal. This is where you should focus on, and the rest will fall in place. Yeah, so I hope this video was helpful. And if you have more questions, please let me know. And here are also more videos about manifestation specifically. You know, this is one of my favorite topics lately, but it's just working so well. And I'm so amazed by these results that I feel like I have to share this. And again, I think it makes all the difference in your eating disorder journey, in your healing journey, and all the other aspects of your life as well. All right, then see you next time. Bye-bye.